Clive Jefferson reporting for BNPtv. We're in Whitehaven, Cumbria. I'm with the chairman, Nick Griffins, and I'm also with our candidate for the Kells and Saneth by-election, which we've called here in Whitehaven. Like to introduce yourself, Simon?
My name's Simon Nicholson. I was in the King's Own Road Border, which is a local regiment around here, which means a lot to me as well. I'm born and bred on Wooders and Kells, where their by-election is at, and I feel really strongly about that area as well, because the people up there and everybody around me feel as though we are just the forgotten people that's on top of the hill, really, in the Whitehaven area by the Labour, and people didn't even know that Labour actually had a person standing for them in the election.
Well, Simon, we were up there a little while ago, and parts of that estate really do look pretty rough, don't they? How long has it been neglected?
Oh, that's since I was a child. The Wooders estate. I mean, it's just getting worse and worse, really. Yeah. They are trying a little bit up there, but not for the people, really. There's nothing there really for the children, nothing else. Yeah.
I think it's like many estates in Cumbria. There's areas. That's a Labour estate, Nick. 80% majority. They'll probably canvass it this time, but that'll be the first time a politician will have knocked on the door in maybe 20 to 30 years, and that's simply because we're knocking on doors now.
Yeah.
But one of the reasons we're fighting all these elections, as well as the local democracy, is that you're our candidate for the Euro elections next year, Nick, which means if we do our work well, you'll be our MEP.
Yeah.
Simon's as well.
Yeah.
Well, I've been impressed here with the really good response we've had here this afternoon in Whitehaven, because last time around, coming out 5 years ago, Cumbria was one of the areas that let us down in vote terms. What actually were the percentages around here in the last Euro elections?
Copeland, which is the district Whitehaven's in, it actually polled highest of the Cumbrian districts, but still only about 6%. We stood for the first time last year. Bill Pugh, Simon's agent, stood, and Bill polled 27% first time out, and we've worked tremendously hard, as you know.
Yeah, I know.
I polled 21% last week in Workington, and we've upped the average percentage in over about 42 elections to 18 to 19%, Nick.
That's very, very good. Right at the other end of the whole constituency is Liverpool, and again, there's so much work gone in there. And the results they're getting there, we're second all across the board, really, in the city, beating the Tories everywhere. And the work that's gone in there, work in Greater Manchester as well. Again, 27% of the vote, really quite common. Now, whereas 5 years ago we didn't even have an organisation there. And I think, added on what you've got up at this end, I really think that's going to make the difference. It's really impressive stuff.
So what figures are we looking at, Nick, for you to be elected?
Well, I think last time we got about 6.4%. We've lost an MEP, so it has to go up a seat rather. I think Martin Wingfield obviously lives fairly local to here, edits Freedom, and he's done a lot of number crunching on it. He's come up with the figure, I think it's 8.7% is really a pretty certain win. It could be on lower than that. It depends how the other party's votes fall. So we've got to put about 2% on across the whole of the North-West. We know the vote is rock solid in places like Burnley. The Truth Truck was in Blackburn the other week, and Paul driving it said that the response in Blackburn was as good as anywhere in the rest of the country. So the votes are solid in the old areas, if you like, and clearly new areas like this, they're going to be good. But fighting by-elections like this is really important, to raise the profile. I guess that my visit here and your candidature, Simon, will be in the local paper this week or the beginning of next week, and it all gets the message across, doesn't it?
Well, we had a lot of press interest. I mean, the Whitehaven News just came down, done quite an extensive photo shoot with you, with you and Simon, and an interview. It's been on the radio, CFM, massive media interest, really. While we're here, Nick, I think it's only fair to touch on the membership leak, the list. The papers released that there was 150 members in Cumbria. Obviously, that just shows how outdated the list is. Obviously, we don't give membership details out, but I can quite happily state it's a hell of a lot more than 150 now. What would you like to say to our Cumbria members, Nick, just about the membership league?
Well, as to all members, I'm very deeply sorry the leak occurred, but all I can say is it was a leak which happened a year ago. We knew that we'd lost control of the list then. We've since taken very vigorous steps to tighten up on that, so hopefully it can't happen again. We pursued the people who originally had the list when they shouldn't have done through the High Court to try to close it down, and I've got here in my pocket, I just got this through from a solicitor just a couple of hours ago. This is this will obviously be going out officially and properly, but this is notification to every newspaper in the country, basically, who's touched this story, that we'll be going for what's called a to whom it may concern injunction, which is what's been used against some of the animal rights extremists. Has established a precedent, and this gives the newspapers a very limited amount of time to accept that what they've done is wrong, to accept they won't do it anymore, to give us that undertaking. Otherwise, we go for them with this injunction. So the British National Party legal fight back is now coming. You've already seen the publicity fight back, because actually I think that the whole team, I know yourself included on local radio up here, we had probably 2 days of really effective publicity in which we very clearly came out as the victims of something which is wholly wrong. And given the British public's affection for the underdog, it's actually a pretty good position to be in. I wouldn't have done, it's not something I'd have wanted to happen, but as it has happened, actually, in PR terms we've come out of it well. In vote terms we're going to come out of it well, I believe. The only question is, has our membership got the backbone to stand up to that extra pressure and the threatening phone calls and all the rest? And really, threatening phone calls, it's a phone call. Unplug the telephone. Complain to the police. The police are now tracing some of these calls. They're going to catch some of these people. And there's some people over this, whether it's people who've leaked the list, people who've spread the list around on the internet, companies have hosted the internet, or people have made threatening phone calls, things like that. Some of these people are going to lose their houses, and some of these people are going to go to prison for what they've done. I'm sure of that. It's going to take time, but they're going to regret doing that to the British National Party and its members.
I think I can answer for the membership up here. You don't join a political party such as ourselves if you're in any shape or form a timid person or and willing to stand up for your ideals. It'll make us stronger, Nick. And I know for a fact that I'm the Copeland organiser, and I've had renewals this week from people that have let the membership fall.
We had a lot of that, yes.
Just for they haven't renewed or life's passed them by, and they've actually rang up and said, hang on,
I want to be on that list.
Sign me back up again, because this isn't on. Right across the country we're getting that. So again, the message is, we won't be stopped.
No.
We won't be stopped by that. We won't be stopped by any intimidation, and the people are warming to us. Good luck in your election, Simon.
Thank you very much.
I think you're going to do very well.
17th, is it?
18th of
18th of December. Good luck on that, Simon.
Thank you very much.
So, whatever happens, we can take it.
Great, Nick. Thanks for your time.
Cheers. Thank you very much. Keep it up.
Thanks very much, Clive.